Well, it's been 10 years since the release of SimCity. How bad is it? Is it still bad? Has it been beaten out? What makes things different between SimCity and City Skylines? Well, I'm here to find out. I've been playing SimCity for the full 10 years, and let me just say it's been a whirlwind the whole way through. So we're going to create a new region to start this off. And we're probably going to do a different map. I've done Whitewater Valley quite a bit. I still did a lot when I was younger. But Reflection Atoll, Viridian Woods I use quite a bit, and then Titan Gorge, of course. I think Titan Gorge is like the OG that everybody uses. And then we also have maps like Granite Lake and Edgewater Bay. I mean, they're really beautiful and good looking. So I think we're going to select Edgewater Bay here. What should we name it? The Comeback Region. And no sandbox. Because we want to go completely fresh. Now we gotta pick a... This was the hardest part. Picking your first... Where to start. So you don't want somewhere that is too hilly or somewhere that you can't get a lot of people into. But you also don't want something that's lacking in resources. I'd say we do this Gardner Valley. There's not a lot of resources, so you could probably make a profitable tourism city. Unless there's one that's better. No, all these got like lots of coal, lots of ore. This would be a great smelting city. Mackenzie Point. So Mackenzie Point and Gardner Valley are pretty resource depleted. So let's just start with Gardner Valley. We'll claim it. We'll boot it into it. So we'll find out. Is SimCity still as bad as its initial release? I hopefully will find that it's not. Then I might be a little bit biased because I still love this game. All right, let's get our city started here. So, first off, what do we have for resources? We got no coal. We got a little bit of ore and a little bit of oil. Not enough to make a profit. So I say we do a tourism city because we've got rail and we got a ship connection over here. So end game, we might run the rail up here. So we'll leave this open and we'll make our main city into this area right here. We'll start out with dirt roads. And we are going to use a road hierarchy system. So we will bring out an avenue here. I'll probably run that right to the train tracks. And then we'll build off of the avenue while leaving enough room for future expansion. You don't want to go too gritty. That should be good. What way is our wind going? It's going up. Okay, that's perfect. Because we can sneak industrial into this corner here. Put residential, and then we'll put a couple little commercial zones there. And we will get our brave first settlers to move in. And then we're also going to extend this. Oh, that's putting a cut into our pay. We are going to create an industrial zone here. But I want this to be tourism all over here, so all the pollution is going to be just bleeding right off into the ocean, which is a good thing. There's a little cruise ship out there. People need utilities. So usually the water is the first utility that they ask for. We'll put our water tower all the way out there. We'll get a wind power plant in here. Again, we'll probably snap it right there too. And then we'll get our sewage outflow pipe going. I want to put it right at the end, so we don't have to worry about pollution at all. And that should be good. We'll let our city grow. All these people moving in already. Yeah, I know you want some power. Power's coming. Power's coming. And just, we need a town hall first. Yeah, I want a town hall. Let's build a town hall. And where to put the town hall is the question. Oh, it would fit perfectly right in there, but we can't expand it. I might put it just haphazardly, like right there. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. And we are going to name it Hellstopia. No. Shout out to Badubalo. What should we name it? Comeback Cove. Comeback Cove. And there we go. There's our established town. Yeah, compared to city skylines, I'd say that's pretty good. This one, like, it's hard because you're gonna get a church. It's hard because this, like, SimCity is a lot more focused on the Sims, not really on the city building feature. I mean, yeah, it's a city builder, but it's a lot more focused on citizens' happiness and jobs and stuff like that, rather than utilities and economy based, which for some people's cup of tea, but it's also can be a little challenging for some people, and it might be hard for them to handle. So, I mean, on one hand, it's great. On the other hand, it's lacking. That's another wind turbine. Like, take example the wind power plant. It's modular, which means that we're adding stuff, but at the same time, you wouldn't have something like this. You wouldn't have a main building. I mean, you would, but this is also what SimCity has over City Skylines. The buildings are beautiful. The buildings are a lot more realistic. Like, they're a lot more generic, but they're a lot more realistic. Like, I love these building models, and that's something that I don't get with City Skylines unless you put mods in. Like, this is base game. What do you want? Not enough shoppers. So you need shoppers. This is and you start, and density is controlled by roads, but at the same time, wealth is controlled by parks. It's a weird kind of system that they got going, but it's interesting. So we are going to take out a bond, and taxes will go up, just for the time being. But we're going to bring the avenue out. So that's going to be kind of like our touristy section. And I do want to get a gambling hall in here, but I more jobs. You do have jobs. Oh yeah, there's a lot of jobs. A lot of medium wealth jobs. So, we're gonna put the gambling hall up here. We want it away from our medium wealth, so We're gonna extend this out just a little bit. Nice broken grid style here. I love it. And while we do that, we're gonna D-zone that. And put a skate park and a basketball court right across from it. And then we're also probably gonna add a volleyball court. There we go. Nice start. And then go here and gambling hall, 15 grand, 15 schmackos. We're gonna hang off or hold off on the gambling hall just for now, because I want to get the police force up in action before we get any of that stuff into our town. Because if we get the gambling hall in there first, and then we get crime problems going, it ain't gonna be good. So we're gonna take out the remaining bonds, and we're gonna put get the police station in there. And I'm thinking of putting our first gambling hall right here, just so that it's kind of near the main area. Get our police station in there. And how much do these cost per hour? $2.25. So if we go to, we'll add a third. There. But, that should be enough. Again, should is not a strong word. So we'll put there, and then we need 15 schmackos, simoleons. And we maxed out our bonds. That's okay. We'll get enough. How much is it per hour? $2.60 an hour. That's not too bad. And then we'll make enough to get our gambling HQ, and then we can go up from there. I found that it's really important to do kind of like a staggered, because like if you build like the Sci-Fi Casino and the Sleep Casino right next to each other, or not like right next to each other, but run right after the other and build them at the same time, neither of them will be profitable. So you get the Sci-Fi Casino, max it out, and then you move on to the next one. And then keep at the Sleep Casino and the Sci-Fi Casino. Build up your public transportation with trains and the ferries and ships and cruise ships, and airplanes, and then you can get the elegant Roman Luck Casino. Which I believe the only Roman Luck Casino was only available with a DLC that was released. Anyway. There we go. How much are the... Okay, we gotta get a marquee up. And how much are the rooms? 350. So usually I put one cheap room and then one non-cheap room. So people will flock to that casino. And it's right by the highway too, so we'll get all the traffic in there. It's pretty nice. Who are these folks? Pit boss. Ah, the pit boss. It's losing a little bit of money, but that's okay. It will make money in due time. What we got for demand? Do we have a lot of demand? A little bit of medium wealth demand, so we'll fix that. Let's get another layout here. then we'll get some houses up. That should be good for a little bit. No abandoned buildings, that's good. High tourist demand, yeah, that makes sense. And then we'll get it. And then a nice room. And then that should start climbing. Then we'll have to, I think our first City Hall expansion should be probably mass transit. And this is one thing SimCity got right. Being able to upgrade and doing everything based on like upgrades. Because City Skylines, like, yes, its population brackets is kind of what you get, and it's one thing like to get I think you get like a train at like 5,000 people. Is that realistic? Kind of, not really. So it would be really cool if City Skylines 2 you unlock stuff based on what you have, and like permits and studies. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you could unlock a train only after you've done a feasibility study and done that type of thing? Like, that would be interesting. It's like a SimCity with the research projects for the university. It helps. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there. We will upgrade a jail cell here once we hit 15 grand, because I have a stark feeling that the jails will fill up pretty quickly now that we got a casino. And we do have a little bit of a commercial demand. We'll give them a little bit more commercial. Abandoned house already? Why? Oh, too many deaths. Yeah, we'll have to take care of that. Yeah. Oh, was it 15? Oh, 20. Oops. Yeah, we'll probably place it right here on this corner. You're the ones that are complaining anyway. Complain about my city, get your business demolished. That's how it goes. There we go. What's our land value here? Oh, wow, the land value is actually pretty high. So that's where our medium wealth commercial's going. Perfect. We got our medium wealth residential. Like, the models are great. Like, that's a nice business, like, building model. Same with this one and this one. Even the town hall. City Skylines, you don't have a town hall or city hall that you get automatically. It's a mod that you would have to get like an asset from the workshop to mimic a town hall or city hall. I think the big reason why people gravitate towards City Skylines as the better city builder is map size. And that's one thing I will say that SimCity severely lacks in is this is probably 3 hours of content, or 3 hours, like Badubalo says. This is probably about 3 hours of enjoyment, and then it just gets stagnant, and then you're done. Like, it's not enough to sustain a person. Like, City Skylines, you could be playing the same city for years and have stuff to do and not fill your entire map. It's just one of those things. How are we doing for industrial demand? There's 0, so. But we do have some low wealth commercial demand, so we'll give them a little bit more commercial there. Alright, it's starting to make us a profit. So, get our low wealth and medium wealth. I always go for the gambler, not the tourist buildings, because the tourist buildings, like, they draw in tourists from outside the region. Gamblers are the ones that actually spend money. And by having a marquee, you actually increase it. I think it's by half. No, it's an actual number, so 360 are added just by having the marquee. And then we'll, like I said, we'll add a jail cell. I only got 3, but it does fill up pretty quickly. If you're ever going to do a gambling city, always get the police force up and running before you even think about building your first casino. There we go. Now we're raking in the cash, and we'll be able to pay off these bonds pretty soon, and we'll go from there. But another thing, and people don't often think about this when they're building like a casino city, is that education is a lot more important than you would think. Because educated sims commit less crimes, educated sims pollute less, they create less garbage, but also educated sims start less fires. And in a casino city, or especially a city with a high number of people, it's really important that you get your fire department out of the way first, after you get your police department out of the way. And health is usually one of the first things to crop up too. It usually goes health, fire, police. No, I don't want to do Dr. Vu. Where's our abandoned building? All the way over here. Too many deaths. Yeah, I get you. You're only treating 2 patients. We'll have pretty sparse industrial city, so there won't be too many injuries. And there we go. So fire. Yeah, I get it. Fire bad. Yeah, we're not gonna get to this one. Yeah, I'll build a fire station in a minute. So these ones are vulnerable for some reason. So this one gonna catch? Nope. There we go, there's our 20. And guess what? Yep, thanks for having a fire. Isn't that like the worst thing ever is, you know, your house burns down and then it gets replaced by a fire station. That's the most ironic thing. Now we just need to extinguish 5 fires. Oh, that did bring the... Oh, that brought the land value up quite a bit. So we might have a low wealth commercial demand. No, low wealth residential is going down. But high wealth residential is starting to pop up just a little bit. Gambling house is definitely making us a good profit. How we're doing for density. Yeah, they're already starting to think about, so maybe we do probably do this section right here as medium density road. Upgrade to medium density. Again, this is like density control is a weird thing because this is one of the things that I think City Skylines has over SimCity is density control is City Skylines is controlled by the actual zone itself. With SimCity, it's controlled by roads. So if you have a high but here's the catch-22 with that. You have 2 types of roads. You have streets and then you have avenues. Avenues only start at medium density. So you have this really nice tree-lined avenue, but if you want to increase the density on it, you have to upgrade to a high-density avenue, which doesn't look nearly as nice. Like, you have this beautiful tree-lined avenue. It's nice. It has a nice median. And then you got this monstrosity. So that's one of the things that I'll put City Skylines. I'll give City Skylines a point. Is the roads, like you can upgrade from a street to an avenue if you wanted to. SimCity, if you wanted to go from a high density street to a high density avenue, you have to bulldoze the whole thing. I've done it many times before, just bulldoze a whole street and then put an avenue in. Let's see what happens if I... Can I... Oh no! And here's another gripe that I have about SimCity. If you demolish, you don't get your money back. So we'll connect that up. So if I were to demolish this whole thing, I would still have $14,000. That I don't like. That is something that I don't like about SimCity. Another point to City Skylines there. Alright. So we're actually going at a pretty good rate. Casino's making hella profit. At Town Hall, we're growing steadily our population. We have a medium, you need some medium wealth shoppers? We'll get you some medium wealth shoppers. You can also do nature parks. Extend it a little bit. I like the little pond. Oh my god, that extended it quite a bit. Okay, so we'll bring the road down here. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. That should be good. Ooh, trash. Yes, we need to deal with you. Alright, let's put it in our industrial zone. Another SimCity tip. For those of you who still play it. I all know that there are a lot of people that still play it. I mean, I go into multiplayer games and there are still people online, so I guess that's kind of calming. Always build an incineration thing, a garbage incinerator. First, right off the bat, because if you don't, then your garbage starts piling up, and then you're just going to get into a game of making more and more garbage dump piles, and that's going to be really bad for your city, because by making more garbage dump piles, you make more ground pollution. It is easier to handle air pollution than it is ground pollution, because the way that you get rid of air pollution is you just demolish whatever's polluting. No, we'll just, that's fine. I know, not enough garbage trucks. Do you want another garbage truck? There's another garbage truck. Fire service is slow. You want another fire truck? How much is it? 15, isn't it? Yeah, 15 grand. How much are we spending on garbage? $700 an hour. That's quite a lot. You want an alarm bell? I could get you an alarm bell. How are we doing for density? Okay, so they are going to want to upgrade soon. And this neighborhood's kind of looking like it does too. And maybe we go out a little more. Then we will upgrade. Oh, I don't have enough money. Interesting. We should build a headquarters. Yes, I agree. $52,000. So is it mostly? It's mostly tourists, yeah. $32,000 a day. Okay, so. And we're getting to our population. Man, this is taken a while to actually grow our population. We do have demand for it, so I guess we could just grow and grow and grow, but starting small, starting humble. So, I mean, for the first episode, I would say that SimCity still, as a comparison, I say SimCity still takes the cake. I think SimCity still has a little bit of an edge on City Skylines. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? City Skylines or SimCity? We will be back tomorrow with another SimCity episode. We'll see just how big we can do our casino empire. So until next time, stay classy.